Hi, if you're new around here, I'm Max and this is Rose. She's a Mercedes-Benz 310D Luton van. She's also very rusty and needs a lot of work. I plan to do most of the welding and repairs myself to get her through the first MOT in 5 years. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to come along for the ride.
So, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now, in this video, what I'm going to be doing is the chassis work. And I would also just like to mention that I have started a Patreon, although I don't expect anyone even to go over there. I've just sort of started it. One or two people have asked me about it, so I just thought, okay, I'll start it up. And I do post the videos early, and I will be posting the odd extra clip on there. If the community goes bigger on there, I shall be doing plenty of exclusive content on there. But for now, if you feel like it, feel free. If not, you're not obliged. A quid, yes, it's a quid. So it's not much anyway. But yeah, I've subscribed to like 4 Patrons that are all a quid, apart from CJ, which is like $3.99. But overall, it's like 7 quid a month. And I don't have Netflix or Apple Music or Spotify or anything like that. So that's sort of my monthly thing, is following a few of my Patreon subscribers. So what I was doing is just cutting out all the rot. Basically I've just got to make this whole new panel here. This is the chassis leg. Let me zoom you in. So this here is the chassis leg, as you can see, and then this is a lip where it welds onto a top section further back, or if you had a panel van it would just weld straight to the floor of the panel van. This lip was non-existent, so I cut that out. That's about as much as left of it. I just neatened up the edge. There was really nothing of it. Then I've cut off this little tab which goes there, which is this panel here, which is the sidewall, which really just holds up the floor pan, and then that was that as well. So these two are supposed to go together like so, at sort of an angle like that, and then that's supposed to continue on and be this lip here. And then there's this top triangle section that sort of caps it all off and goes right up here, and it's just this wheel section next to the wheel that needs all cutting out, and then a new bit welding in. So I'm going to start with the chassis, then do this weird triangle shape, get that lip done, and then fix this top panel, and then move on to the leaf spring carrier. But if you look over here, I've taken this door handle off, but it opens and shuts without you having to lift it, because once I got this wheel arch in, I put the door on properly and then the door seal on. So if I open this, you can see I jet washed the mats that went in here because I was about to put them in and then they were very, very dirty. And as you can see, I've just roughly bolted in one of the seat boxes because yeah, I was just impatient. I mean, it's not even bolted, it's just placed in. There's the hole in the floor I need to do. Then there's another one behind the seat box. Everything is going to be insulated with 10mm insulation that you can't see. 10mm sound deadening insulation, like that XP foam self-adhesive black 10mm foamy stuff, you know. That will be sort of insulation and sound deadening and sound insulation all at once. And the idea behind that is these vans are very noisy, so it should hopefully reduce that. The original carpet that came out of here, or matting, is ruined. My friend suggested putting 4-way stretch carpet, but I know from experience in my car, carpet and going anywhere in mud in wintertime is not practical. So I found some checker plate stuff that is already cut. It's like 50 quid. So I'm like, yeah, that's worth it, because then it's wiped clean, just like the old original stuff. Then the dash, it has a metal bit at the back, which is really cool, which is black. Well, the previous guy painted it black. I assume it was rusty, being metal, Mercedes, you know. That just makes the whole interior almost look finished, even though the bottom half isn't. So once all this is done, and then my point is basically I can get the cab done. I know it's sort of a backwards way of doing it, like the chassis at the back where the leaf springs are is very important. but sort of so I can, you know, got a van that looks like a van again. I think I'm also, because the dash is in awful condition, the metal bit is going to stay black, but I think, like from Rust Road Trip, if you don't know them, do go check them out. And then also Emma from CJ and Emma, Project Amber, she painted her dash in blue, and so did from Rust Road Trip. So I think I'm going to do it a nice pale blue as well, because that's what lots of other people seem to do. I'm not very good with colours. I'm now thinking I should have kept the van red, but it's too late now, so maybe at a later date. But one thing Emma did say was that the dashboard now reflects in the windscreen, so this metal panel at the back I'm going to keep black because you can't really see it, but it's the bit that would reflect in the windscreen, so sort of a good thing having that two-part dashboard. Also, I painted Lenny's bonnet black, and then sanded it to do a second coat, and the paint never turned up, so it still looks sanded because it still is sanded. So yeah, that's going to be painted with the bumpers, which is exciting. And also, if I didn't mention, the Rusty Rose Adventures stickers are now on my website live as well, so you can go purchase one of them, which would be very much appreciated. And if not, if you're coming to Van Life Festival on the 23rd and 24th of July, I will be there and I will hand out stickers, so make sure you come. Oh, and if there's any Vario owners here that would like LED rear lights, I'm going to be taking them to Van Life Festival and giving them back to Rich, but he said if anyone wants them, then please do let us know. Also, I thought it was a worthy investment to finally buy a little vise, and it just clamps onto things. So at the moment it's just clamped onto this bit of angle iron on the back of the van. And then yeah, so now, because when I did the first bit of 2mm steel bending the bottom of the A-pillar, honestly bending 2mm steel, I was like, I need a vise. So here we are, now I've got a vise. Okay, so this is what I did yesterday, is I've cut out all of this rot. Now this bit here, it was a bit more rotten, so this one's going to need a lip coming down for this lip, but for the most part I just need a new strip coming from here to here, which I'll map out on a bit of cardboard first because it does taper. It gets wider this end and narrower this end. And then this bit was a bit thin, which is just the front of here. It's nothing crazy, but yeah, just need a new one of them. So I'm going to cut a new one of these and a new one of those, which is the chassis bit first, and there's a little hole here, and then I can work onto these crazy angly shapes. Okay, so I did just film this, but my camera decided to have a freak out and not save anything to the SD card. Luckily I didn't lose everything from this morning, so you still saw some footage. But basically, I cut this out, which is that lip. It still needs a curve in it, in this bit here. But this is going to be like overplated, welded to the chassis, just along there. This is level with the edge, so when I bend this, there's going to be a radius on it. So what I did is I cut a bit further in the hope that when I put it in the vise, which I now have, and hammered it round, that it would be level, and I have definitely achieved that. So my theory was correct. No professionals to query with. So here is my latest weld. As you can see, it's pretty neat. So yeah, the 2mm steel at first was a bit hard to get used to because it was different, but now once I'm used to it, wow, it's loads easier. Look at that. Over here, just next to the leaf spring, as you can see, this bit is not so good. Pretty good as well. Take a look in there. Ooh, nice. So that was quite good, and then it went round a weird bend, which if I show you here, As you can see, there is said weird bend. That's just this, where again it dips down, like it's coming down. If any water's on here, it's going to slope down, because that's level, the camera's level, so it's going to slope down and into that corner, which is daft. So, hello everyone, and welcome back. So this is what I've been doing now. This is the piece that, that I've been filming. And as you can see, look at that. Not bad. Those welds. They're pretty neat welds, to be fair, in my opinion at least. For my level of experience, if a professional been doing it for 30 years did that, I'm sure it would be a disgrace, but for someone who's been welding for about a month and a half, not bad. Okay, so I almost thought that I didn't record welding that then, but it's now also all painted, as you can see back there. Now I'm on to fixing the floor, because I was waiting to do the floor so I could paint the back of what I'd welded there. So now I've done that, it's all painted. Now this is the shape that we need for the floor, and that's the actual side, that's the top of the floor, it's the bottom of the floor. So it goes like that. Funny shape, I know. Why didn't I make it more easy? I also don't know. Looks quite nice. Happy with it. Well, there you go. It's not perfect, but hey ho. And I'm not going to grind that back. I'm just going to take a flat disc to it and sort of smooth it out. But I can't be arsed. I'll grind the underside, because MOT people will see that and it will just look a bit nicer. And I'll seam seal it from the underside. But this side, that'll do me. That was tiring, because back to sheet metal welding, which is right faff. Easier to fabricate, but much harder to weld. It got one spot at a time, just tack, tack, tack. That's taken about half an hour, or 45 minutes even, just to go around. And then it's completely warped it, but I'm not bothered. Although I am going to take a hammer to it again tomorrow. It should meet here. You can see I can stick my pinky through there. I should be able to hammer most of that down, but if not, again, I don't think it's too big of a deal. But yeah, I'm very happy with this bit though. This bit turned out very nice. Yeah, look at that. There's some nice welds, especially those ones there. Well, not when you look too closely, to be fair. But still, overall. So that's me done for the day, and today is Sunday, so this video goes out tomorrow, so pretty up to date, guys. So that's going to be it for this video, and if you've got any constructive feedback, again with welding, then do let me know. The next piece to weld is the other side of what I've just done, of the chassis, the triangle weird shape, as well as the leaf spring carrier, which I think I'm going to do first. But anyway, as I said, this video is going up tomorrow, so if you did like the video, make sure you drop a like. If you dislike it, drop a comment to tell me why, and if not, drop a comment to tell me why you liked it, and if you liked it, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you know when I upload, and I'll see you next week. you.